Crossing the 5-minute mark to play in the first quarter. Manu hits the three from the far wing, and San Antonio takes a 1-point lead in San Antonio.
Texas, tonight we're in San Antonio where the Spurs are trying to close out the Denver Nuggets in this first-round series, leading 3-1. This is Kevin Harlan with Doug Collins and Cheryl Miller. And the San Antonio Spurs got a couple points and sheds the defense of Bruce Bowen. Rebound by Ginobili.
Well, Anthony's getting good shots. He's just not able to make the jumper.
Tony Parker
to get that easy shot.
San Antonio has started 8 of 14 from the field. It's Ginobili for 3.
Well, this guy's got it on cruise control. He's seen that pale blue jersey and his eyes have just lit up. Boy, Bowen is really hounding Carmelo Anthony.
Andre Miller crashing into Ginobili. Wipe it away with the foul called on the driving Andre Miller. That's the first on him.
How about Ginobili? Andre Miller, full speed, leaving his feet. George Karl is not happy. Wondered how he was going to come out tonight. He has come out with his best game thus far.
San Antonio shooting 48%. Ginobili and Robert Horry. Wide open is Manu, 2 of 5 tonight.
Plus 12 points now.
George Karl's going to go to Greg Buckner, who will come in at the next stoppage of play. Tony Parker the miss. Another offensive rebound. Manu Ginobili.
We got 5 shots at the basket and a foul, a possible 3-point play. So Nazr Mohammed is doing a wonderful job. At 6 offensive rebounds now this quarter for the Spurs. They're not shooting it well, but Kevin, when you get a lot of shots, you don't have to shoot it well. The old Boston Celtic philosophy goes back a long way in the late 50s, early 60s. They wanted to get 100-plus shots at the basket, and they said, we can shoot 40% and still beat you.
Controlled chaos is what Ginobili brings to the game and brings to the Spurs.
Well, I love watching him play. He's one of the guys in the league that when I get a chance to turn on the Spurs, I just marvel, just hoping to keep enough pressure on the Spurs that they can maybe steal this game at the end.
Robert Horry for 3. The defenders got caught up as Nene ran into Buckner. Looks like
when the big men are stepping up to help.
Doug, in game 1, that was your first thing, that Denver had to keep Ginobili and Parker out of the lane. That was the very first thing you thought was the key for the Nuggets in this series.
Well, you see what happens when they get inside. That's point-blank shots.
Mohammed.
Last 2 games of the series have been his best. 53 points combined in the last 2, 28 in game 4. Again, Kevin, I think that this offseason is going to be huge. Star of this team next year, and they've got to add some 3-point shooting.
Well, when he took over on the 27th of January, he found the team, George Karl did, at 17-25, led him to a 32-8 finish into the playoffs. They win the very first playoff game on the road of all places here in San Antonio, and they really had some swagger to them.
So they're now plus 72 points from behind the 3-point line in this series.
Those are staggering numbers. The bench of San Antonio hit 7 of San Antonio's 9 3-pointers in the hustle of Greg Buckner as he was chasing Ginobili.
Stars. Ginobili can penetrate and kick. You see him at the line here to push the lead back to 7 points. He can penetrate and kick. Parker can do the same thing. You got Bowen, who will shoot a 3. They picked up Brent Berry, who can shoot 3s. Udrich, who's a 40% 3-point shooter. They've now added Glenn Robinson, so you have shooting to go around post play, and they're a tremendous defensive team. That's why they are a threat to win another championship.
So well conceived. A 3 by Boykins. And a rebound by Ginobili, who grabs his 9th rebound with 16 points. The leading rebounder, Mohammed, with 13.
They look at the stats and go, wait a second. We've got to beat San Antonio 3 straight times. But you know what? The whole thought process is on today. Get to be very proud of what this team did over the last 40 games, and they have to build on it going into next season.